Okay, today we're coming to you and with core workout. So we'll have about 20 minutes of warm up and then we'll concentrate on our warm up. So let's start down on the ground first, and we'll take our club and what we're gonna do with our club on this first exercise is just place it on our right upper thigh, and our left leg is going to go out and back and out and back. When you do these exercises, our breathing should be, we want to inhale as we're stretched out, exhale when we come back in, inhale, exhale. We'll try to do about 10 or 12 of these just to stretch out real good. We're putting pressure on the inside of our upper thigh on our right leg, and we're stretching our left leg out and bringing it in. We're reaching it out and stretching it in. We're inhaling and exhaling. We're really trying to stretch that hip out and bring it back in. Take your leg out about 6-8 inches off the ground. Really stretch it out. You can bring your head up, or you can have your head nice and relaxed back. Both of those, you can kind of feel a little different stretch. Let's do 2 more of these on our left leg. We're stretching and in and stretching and in. All right, shake that out. We'll just change positions of the golf club. We'll put it atop our left leg this time, and we're going to really stretch out our right leg and bring it in. Our right leg goes out and in. Inhale as you're reaching out. Exhale as you come out. We're inhaling and exhaling. We're reaching, and coming up. We're really stretching that hip out this morning and bringing it up. Reach, and up. You'll get a good rhythm with your leg and a good rhythm with your breathing. Let's go 2 more on this side. We're reaching down and up, and we're stretching that leg out and up. Good. The next one we're going to do is our bridge, and this should really be working our glutes. Some of us have got to 1-leg bridge. Some of us want to keep 2-legged bridge. If you do a 2-legged bridge, you're going to keep both feet firmly on the ground. And when on my command, you're going to bridge up, hold it a little bit, and then down. You're going to bridge up and down. If you're to the 1-legged bridge, you're going to lift your right leg up a little, keeping pressure with the club on your right leg, and then your left leg will reach you up and down, squeeze up and down, breathing in and out, reach up and down. You're really working that butt muscle of your left leg. We're reaching up and down. We're inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Reach up until you feel that butt and down. We're going 2 and down. 1 more and down. So shake that out a little bit. Let's work our right leg. So our right glute should get it this time. Put pressure on your left leg again. We're reaching up and down, up and down. We're slow but methodical. We're up and down, reaching up, squeeze and down, reach and down, breathing in and out, inhale and out. 2 more good ones, up and down and up and down. Good, shake that out. You should really feel that in your glutes, the back of your butt muscles. And you can work towards that one-legged. We're going to we're going to really stretch out our hips. So in a minute, we're going to lay back in our back, but the positioning will be, we'll have our legs at about a 90-degree angle. We'll have our club nice and high above our head. And on my command, we'll slowly go to the right, into the middle, and slowly go to the left and middle. Now, we'll inhale as we're reaching down. We'll exhale in the middle. We'll inhale as we rotate to the left and inhale to the middle. So we'll roll back on our back. We'll get some nice rotation here. Our upper body stays straight and reaching out to the ceiling. And we'll reach to the right and come to the middle. We'll reach to the left and come to the middle. You should feel this all in your obliques, your sides, all the way down to your hips when you're rotating down, but you should feel that all the way up your side as well. So try to feel that in your obliques because we're working our core today, and we're going to be working our side muscles, our abs, and this just gives us a nice little warm up on those muscles. So we're going to the left and middle. Remember to breathe. Inhale as we go down and up. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's do a couple, 3 more of these. We're to the right and middle. We're to the left and middle. Let's go right and middle, left and middle. One more good one, really stretch that sides out and up and stretch those sides up. And again, you can kind of keep your head up or down, whichever one feels good to you. This time we're gonna be reaching out and stretching out our upper shoulder. I'm going to start with my club of my right hand atop my left foot. And when I lean back, it's going to kind of look like this. So I'm going to be stretching out my left arm, and then I'm going to reach everything in. And then I'm going to stretch everything back slowly and reach in. Breathing pattern is we're inhaling as I stretch out. We're exhaling at the middle. Put pressure on your left toe with your club. If you can, try to lift that left toe. If you do in your back arches, make sure you keep that foot on the ground. You do not want your back arching. You want it on the flat on the ground. Let's begin stretched all the way out. And then we're going to squeeze in with our right leg and our left arm. We're reaching all the way back. And we're coming in. Again, you can kind of see the rhythm with these. We're not real fast. We're not real slow. We're just like a nice, relaxed breathing. And that's kind of the tempo of our exercise on our warm-up. So we're exhaling as we go back. Oh, let's do that opposite. Let's inhale as we go back and exhale as we come in. We'll stretch it back and reach it in. Stretch it back, feel that shoulder and bring it back in. One more this way. We'll reach it back and stretch it back in. So take that out a little bit. We're going to change. Make sure we work our other side just as well. So we'll go left hand with our club face. The top of the club goes on top of our right foot. And we'll just do the same exercise. So we're squeezing in and reaching back. We're squeezing in and reaching back. Feel this in your shoulders and in your lower core. So we're going to be working our abs soon. So you should feel it in your shoulders and you should feel it in your lower ab when you come down. Keep your foot flexed and put pressure on your right toe. And back. We got 3 more of these. We're 3 and back. 2 and back. One more good one. Up and stretch it all the way back. Great. We're about halfway done with the warm up. A little bit further than halfway. We're going to work our way up. And before we go all the way up, we're going to do a straight up sit up. And the positioning here is where our arms are wide on our club, arms are straight and in front of us. Our legs are tucked under a couch, and we're trying to keep our feet on the ground. And we're just going to roll down slowly and roll up slowly. So again, the rhythm is kind of our breathing. So when we come down, we're inhaling. When we come up, we're exhaling. We got a nice slow, try to stretch those abs out and make them work. Make them work going down and make them work going up. So you should feel the resistance as you're coming down. And as you're going up, you should feel those muscles working to pull you up. So we're down and reaching up. We're down and reaching up. And again, we started with about 10 of these. And some of us are probably close to a good 15, 20 of these. We can do this warm up every day. Just get your whole body going. And in golf, it's important that we have a strong core. And at our age, it's important that we have a strong core as well. So we're up, reaching out. Let's do one more good one here. We're down and reaching up. Good. Starting our way up, we're going to get on one knee. I'm going to get on my right knee first. So I'm going to get on my right knee. With my right knee at a 90-degree, my foot's behind me, flat on the ground. I'm going to take my left leg in front of me. I'm going to try to put this at a 90-degree angle too. Try to show you that. I'm going to have the club in my left hand. And I'm going to reach out, anywhere between 8 inches. Some of us might now be inching out more towards a foot. We want to keep our back at a nice straight angle. If you think about looking up, have your back angled right to the ceiling and the wall. And what we want to do is we want to hinge forward with our leg and come back. Everything's nice and sturdy. We're just pushing forward on our left leg and coming back. We have 3 areas that we're looking at. Our lats on our left side and our right side a little. When we come back, when we hinge forward and we come back, we have to use our hamstring to pull us back. And then when we come forward, we should feel it at the top part of our right leg. So I call this a 3 whammy because we've got our lats, our hammy, and our quad. This is a real good one if you kind of keep this in mind when we're really golfing. This is a good exercise if you can kind of hide yourself somewhere and really stretch this out, or do this against the golf cart. This really stretches out everything before we begin a real round. So let's do 2 more of these. We're reaching. Really feel those upper arms and power back. We're reaching forward. And I say power back so you can really feel that hammy on your left leg. Let's switch it up a little bit. So we'll keep our left leg down this time. It'll be at a 90-degree and flat, toes flat behind us. We're going to step up with our right leg this time and put that club right in front of your toe of your right leg in your right hand. And then bring your left hand on top of your right. And we're just going to reach forward and power back. We're going to reach, reach, reach until we feel it in our quad and our lats and power back. We're reaching forward and coming back. And again, we shouldn't be exhausted with our breathing. There should be a nice, easy inhale as we're reaching. Exhale as we're coming back. We're just warming up our body. Nothing is too hard. We're just breathing easily and powering back. Really feel it in your lats as you come forward this time and back. Really feel it in the bottom of your right leg when you come back. And this time really stretch out that quad in your left leg and power back. Great. Shake that out as you're standing up on both feet. We're going to do a couple different moves as we're on our feet standing. We're just about ready to unwind the rest of our body, and then we'll begin our core exercises. So we're going to take our club face in our right hand, put it atop our head, and bring that club all the way down your back, and take your left hand and squeeze, make sure that that club is touching your butt bone. So there's probably a more formal term for butt bone, but you want that club all the way down your back, touching your head, touching your back, spine, and touching your butt bone. And what we're going to do here is just do a nice warm up squat. So we're just bending down, keeping that posture of our golf swing. And we're down and back up. Check yourself, make sure your knees stay in front of your toes. Your knees are, I say in front, I meant make sure your toes are in front of your knees. So when you go down, make sure your knees are behind your toes. So we're going down nice and powering up. We're down. I say power up so I can really feel those quads working up. I'm down, resistant, and power up. Let's go the other way. Just be careful when you do these. I don't want you to hinge forward. It's all in your legs. So common mistake when you switch to your left hand, bring it all the way down your spine, tucking your right, with your right hand tucking your club here. A common mistake is to hinge forward this way. And see here, I'm just using my back. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do here is stay in this position and just lower my body with my legs. It's all in the legs. I'm not moving my upper body at all. I'm down and up. I'm down and up. See how still my upper body is, and up. I don't want to bring my shoulders forward. That's a common mistake with this. So just go down, keep your knees behind your feet, and go down and up. One more down, 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 down. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and up. So you should really start to feel those in your tops of your thighs. before we go to our core, let's not forget to balance. And I'm gonna work with my right leg first. So I'm gonna stand on my right leg, take the club in my left hand and put it atop the left toe. So my setup, let me see if I can get the screen right. My setup is left hand, left toe, and I'm going to start the exercise standing up nice and straight. And now this time we are going to hinge or bird dog forward. So I'm going to push on my left foot to get me going forward, and then I'm going to bring that back and stand up straight. So I'm pushing off of that left foot to get me going. I'm hinging forward, and then I'm standing up straight. So let's see if we can balance all the way through this. We're coming down, 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 and standing up straight. Remember, check your posture as you stand up straight. When you go down, keep your shoulders square to the screen if you're facing the screen. And when you come up, don't put your foot on the ground if you want a little bit more balance. So bring it out, back, back, back. Your hand can go to your side. It can go forward. Try to keep your balance as you go back. Your arm goes forward. And we're coming back up. Let's do 2 more of these. So I like to push on my left foot. That kind of balances me out a little bit. And I stand back up. I take a second to make sure I'm standing up nice and straight. I'm going to hinge forward. I'm just about starting to shake about now. And now come down. Shake that out a little bit. Let's go to the other side. So again, our setup is we want to go right hand, right foot, and we're just going to do that same idea. So we're going to hinge, keep a nice straight back, but we're going to hinge forward with our upper body, and we're going to reach back with our leg. So start with the reaching back with your leg first. That'll automatically hinge you forward. Come back up in a standing position. You can rest that leg when you stand up, or you can keep it off the ground a second. That'll keep you balanced and make that left leg work a little bit more. So we're reaching, reaching, reaching. If you fall, no worries. Just get back in and try to continue to balance on that one leg. This is in yoga, I think they call this the bird dog. I sometimes have good balance, and sometimes I have a little off balance day. Try to work till 10 of these. Again, you can see we're just kind of nice, slow down and slow up. Slowly reaching, reaching, reaching. Stand up strong. Let's reach forward and stand up strong. Great, shake that out a little bit. The emphasis today is going to be all on core. So we're going to be working in that core area, and we're going to do most of the things on the ground. If you want to grab a quick drink, maybe a 2-pound weight. Don't go any higher than a 5-pound weight. We'll do one exercise with the chop, and then we'll go from there. So the first exercise we'll do is we'll go down and we're going to do a bicycle. It's almost like the exercise that we did when we started class, except for this time we're going to go right, left, instead of, we're going to alternate legs, and then we'll do a couple down here. So we're going to start within our bicycle position. We're going to start with our legs up kind of at a 90-degree angle. Our upper body is going to go left shoulder, right knee. Then we're going to rotate and go right elbow, left knee. And we'll do that. First, we'll do a couple 10 with flex toes. And then we'll go pointed toes. So we're just going to bicycle it out. The lower to the floor, the more you'll work your lower abs. If that's too much, raise your legs up a little and kind of just bicycle. We're going right and left. Stretch out those lower abs. We're flex toe. Nice rhythm. It doesn't have to be fast. And now let's do 10 of those with the pointed toe. And we're just, again, nice inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep it going, point those toes. And we're going 3, 2, and one more good one. 1, and good. And again, you should feel that all the way in your front part of your core. So all the way up, high on your abs. And when you bring your legs down, that's when you feel it in your lower part of your abs. The next thing we're going to do is what we call the V up, the V hold. I'm not very good at this. I got to keep working at it, but I want to balance myself, squoze in, and just balance myself barely on my butt. And then on the count, I'm going to V out and then bring it back in. So I'm stretching out. Everything is up except for my butt. And the variations of this, again, if you can't keep your legs up, that's okay. Just put those down as you go up. Put it down in the ground, that's okay. That's the variation. If your arms are too much, just work on your legs and then come back in. But the true V up is stretching out and squeezing in, stretching out and squeezing in. Know this exercise is pretty tough, so you might do 1 or 2 and then do modification and then work up towards doing 10 of these balanced on your booty. So keep your back straight. You don't want to arch your back. I'm going to do more. I'm out and in and out and in. Whew, good. Everybody should be sweating, nice and warmed up now. We're going to go into what we call our side bridges. And there's a couple modifications for these. We're going to start on our right side. And we bridged earlier, but that was bridging in the front. This time we're going to bridge on our side. So the setup is, let's all go on. I'm on my left side, but it doesn't matter. We'll do both sides. Keep your head out of your shoulder. So in other words, don't keep that head up nice and strong. And a couple different ways we can bridge. We want the side bridge up and down, up and down. That's a side bridge. And then one modification is you can take your lower leg and bend it backwards. So in this case, it would be my left leg. I just bring it back behind me and continue up and down and up and down that bridge. That's just a modification. Might be a little bit easier. And then going the other way, if this is 2 legs straight is too easy, then when you get to the top, you can raise that one leg and then down. So between those three, bent leg back, up and down, bridge up and down, or two legs up and down and up and down. That should feel pretty good to you. So those are the three sides. I'm going to switch sides, so I'm going to roll over to my right side. Since I showed all those modifications, I'm sure I got about 10 in. So we have the same thing here too. So notice that my right elbow is about 90 degrees on the ground. I'm keeping my head out of my shoulder. So I'm keeping it nice and up. And then I'm going to push up and do a side and down. I'm bridging up and down. Those modifications are still available on this side. This time you just kick your right leg back and fold your right leg back in. So see what works good for you. Don't overdo it, but make sure you push yourself. So we're up and down, up and down. You might have one side that's a little bit stronger. That's okay, just record it in your head and work at that. So two more, up and down and up and down. So those are ones that we can definitely work towards. I think that those side bridges are tough. So let's stand up and put a weight in our hand, and I'll walk you through our chopping exercise. So I'm going to grab just a light dumbbell just to kind of keep me level. I'm going to take my feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to start with my dumbbell 90 degrees with the screen. So I'm going to take it parallel to the wall, side to side. And I'm going to start kind of in a nice relaxed stance. I'm going to take the dumbbell in both hands, and I'm going to bring it up with straight arms to the ceiling on my right side. So I'm going to chop down diagonally, bend a little bit in my legs. I'm going to reach forward, reach to the ceiling diagonally, and come back down. So I'll try to do a little bit wider angle here. So I have my legs bent, then I'm straightening my legs, twisting my hip just a little to the ceiling, and then I'm coming down. I'm reaching up. We should feel this in our obliques, our side muscles. We're coming down. Remember, I like to work my muscle going up, but as important is I also like to work that muscle coming down. So I resist it as it comes down. I'm pushing it away from me, and then I'm almost pulling it back down as I come down to my left thigh. So I'm reaching it up. I'm pulling it down with some resistance. I'm bending my knees slightly, and then I'm straightening my legs up. I'm pulling it down. Let's do two more on this side. I'm reaching up, and then I'm pulling down. One more good one. We're up to the corner of the room, and we're pulling back down. Again, you should feel that all on your side here. We call that the chop. We're going to move the weight to our right hand. We're going to start on the outside of our right calf. Legs are slightly bent, and we'll just do the opposite motion. So I'm going to diagonal up to the left corner, and then I'm going to pull that back down, slightly bend my knees. Make sure your knees stay behind your toes. I'm reaching up, Really feeling that oblique on my right side. I'm coming down. I'm reaching up. I have a nice slow rhythm. It's my breathing rhythm. So I should be inhaling as I go up. I'm exhaling as I go down. I have a nice slow. And I'm pulling it back to get that double whammy. I'm reaching up. I'm stretching. Oh, that feels great. I'm coming back down. 2 more of these. I'm reaching to the corner of the room. I'm coming back down. 1 more good one. I'm reaching up, stretching that all out and resisting it back to our leg. All right. Now take a little drink if you want to. I'm sweating. I hope you guys are. We're going to work on our plank series. The first plank series we're going to do is our knee plank on all 4 and tap our shoulders 1 at a time. The modification is you can be up on your toes. If you're strong enough to be up on your toes, you can do this that way. If you're just starting out, you might want to do all 4s. Remember, a good plank position is your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Your back is flat. Sometimes I like to talk about being able to put a cup of coffee there. A full out plank is you're on your toes. And if you're on a full out plank, notice my butt's down. It's not up like this. So get your butt down a little. And I can't do this on toes yet. So I'll show you the exercise. If you can be on your toes, great. But we're going to alternate. Take our right hand to our left shoulder and down. And then we're going to tap our other shoulder. So this really isolates our arms, our shoulders, but it's also working our core as well. So for us that are on our knee, get your knees back a little and make sure your arms are underneath your shoulders. Don't reach your hands out. That's the tendency. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders and then tap and up, tap and down, tap and tap. Your hands should be right underneath your shoulders. Your head should be in front of your hands. So if you find that your hands are in front of your head, bring your hands back a little bit. So you should feel this even if you're not on toes. If you don't feel it, your head needs to go forward and your hands need to go back. 2 more of these. We'll go left to right and right to left. So again, for us women, our upper body is something that we can always work on. This is a way that we can get that shoulders in and we can also get our plank in. And that's something that we just got to work on all the time. So the next one, we're going to do a timed plank. And again, our modification here, we're going to be up on our toes no matter what. But the modification can be if you're up on your hands, again, keep your head forward. Couple different modifications. I'd like to, before you put your knees down, do a plank with your elbows down. Or be on your forearms. So make sure you're on your toes, but take your elbows down for your plank. If you need to go to your knees, that's okay. I'm going to try to go a minute. If you guys are already in it, you're ahead of me. If not, I'm going to go elbows and toes. So I got a nice flat back. My butt's down because I know that I have a tendency to raise my butt. So I'm gonna really concentrate on putting my butt down. I've got my elbows down. My hands are nice and relaxed. My head's just kind of being in a straight line with my back. My toes, I probably have them about shoulder width apart. If you start shaking, that's a good thing. I don't know if you can fall on your face with this, but I guess if your arms would probably give out and your legs would probably go down first, but we're trying to get to a minute. I'm pretty close with all my talking here, not paying too much attention. I got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come out of that. Again, if there's somewhere, maybe I can work on, maybe we can record some of these exercises so we know we're improving. It's always a good thing to know. We're getting better and better. We're going to finish off with a plank. If we got a little bit of time. Oh, yep, we got a little bit of time. I'm standing up so I can get a little break and I can breathe. If you guys want to stand up, you can. And let's get in that nice golf stance where we talked about, imagine that club going down your head, on top of your head, and that club is all the way down your back. But this time, let's get in the nice golf stance and let's put our hands crisscross our shoulders, and let's just, for our right-handed people, we're in a nice golf stance and we're just going hard to the right and down. Let's stretch this out. We're going right and down. We worked the core a lot today, so let's just stretch this all out and down. We're going to the right and down. One more to the right and down. Let's go to the left. So this would be our follow through and down. This would be our follow through and down. Let's stretch that oblique and that core that we use so much today. And one more time to the left. Let's do our full swing. And I'm going to take us to the right, take us in the follow through and count 2, 3, 4. Good. Relax. Let's take it back. Let's follow through for a count of 1, 2, 3 when we follow through. That takes care of our balance. Let's do one more of these good ones. We're to the right. Let's follow through. And 2, 3, 4. All right, that concludes our core exercise today. Hope everybody had a good time and was able to, let's see, how do I do that? We'll see you guys Wednesday for shoulders and upper body.